It does not need to close below it. Mean threshold is important when we're trading down to an order block for targeting purposes and or continuation. If it closes below mean threshold, that's an indication that it's likely, not a promise, it's an indication that it's likely to continue moving lower. But if we're seeing a brand new up close candle in a sell program, this target here is our objective. Remember, that's the daily bullish order block. The full range of that order block is shaded in yellow. So consequent encroachment, I'm sorry, the mean threshold of that order block is 102.565. So we went through that easily and then traded outside of the range of that order block. So now, since we've done this, this level here, mean threshold, now becomes critical. And we would rather see it not trade up into, oops, we don't want to see this range like this. Didn't do that right. Let's do it like this. We don't want to see this portion of the range be revisited. If I can get it right where I wanted that. And that was the high end of that. Right here. This was the high order block. This is the low. This is the mean threshold. This section of price action, if it's going to continue, it's best for it not to trade back up into this area here. And because of that, I would treat this as an area of a fair value gap that I want to see stay open. So say this was like the euro dollar, or it was the ES, or an NQ, or something I'm trading. I don't trade the dollar index. I use it as a barometer. Everything I'm showing you here should be a mirror image on euro, and it should be a mirror image on pound dollar. But because of this idea of the order block, and now because we went below the mean threshold of it, I don't want to see the upper portion of that order block now retraded to. It can. It's its best if it doesn't. Now, because I've encapsulated that relative to the mean threshold or midpoint up to the highest point of that daily order block, this section of price action, when I'm looking at price, now you can see right away, while I'm trading on a 1 minute and 5 minute chart, imagine me trying to do all of this annotation and justify why I'm doing it and still watching price, managing the position. It's impossible. But these are all the things that it's in my mind that I'm referring to and weighing out when I'm moving a stop, when I'm not moving a stop, when I'm taking a partial, when I say I want to see a certain range stay open, like this would be a gap. You will all would see that and clearly see that as a fair value gap right there. This low and this high, that one candle here, that's a SIBI. I wouldn't want to see it trade up in here. Now it can trade up to the midpoint, which is mean threshold, go just above this candle's high, and then resume going lower. That would be institutional order flow entry drill. Trusting that this is not needed to be traded to or up into this area here, as I had indicated. Oops, from this high down to the midpoint. So again, you don't know order blocks, so stop trying to teach them.